Welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Thunder 2004's modded career mode. Today, we take on New Hampshire, and in New Hampshire, we've got ourselves some new sponsors. But that's not the only thing that's going to be happening. The on-track action will be fast, furious, and fierce, where I'm taking on drivers such as Jeff Gordon and Jeff Burton for the win. Will I find a way to get to victory lane again this season? Or will somebody spoil the party? Only way to know is for you to watch the entire video all the way through to the end. If you like today's video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Let's go ahead and get into the racing. Welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Thunder 2004's modded career mode. And a little bit of a small spoiler down there on the bottom of the screen. Actually, a big spoiler. I've gone ahead and just decided to sign some brand new sponsors. And by brand new, I kind of just signed some sponsors that were kind of already on our car, but I switched some of their positions up. In fact, I switched a few of their positions up. But I'm not going to bore you guys with those kind of details right now. Instead, you guys just get the chance to take a look at the car and understand exactly how magnificently beautiful it is before we head off to New Hampshire, which we're about to get ready for right now. Before going off to New Hampshire, we're going to go ahead and load up the same car from the previous Speedway race, where we're going to basically bring all of our previously used equipment because why not? And we're just going to get ready to go. If you like today's video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button because it helps feed my family. Okay? All right, let's go racing. I made an oopsie, guys. That oopsie was I went to go let my dog out and forgot to hit resume recording. So I completed completed qualifying and did not realize that I wasn't recording it. So in the spirit of just not restarting that, because anything could happen, we have qualified 8th so far with our brand new NBC Pontiac. That's great and all. It's just a shame that you guys actually didn't see the laps. So lap 1, we were 15th. Lap 2, we came across the line, it was 8th. And yeah, that's what is now included this little insert here during happy hour where I explain this to you guys. Plus, I did need to make an adjustment to the setup for the gear ratio. We are really close to 10,000 RPM down the straightaways. So I'm going to make a small adjustment to that before the race starts. But, you know, these type of things, they happen. And I'm no stranger to having something go wrong. So I'll see you guys on the other side of the pre-race show and get ready for the race.
Joe Moore and Barney Hall welcoming you to Loudon, home of the New Hampshire International Speedway, for today's New England 300. What can we expect to see today, Barney?
This is a tough track for a lot of drivers. These long straights allow the cars to build up a lot of speed before some hard braking going into the flat corners.
The 53 car is currently at the top of the points list.
You know, I'll tell you, consistency is the key to the NASCAR Winston Cup Championship. If he can remain focused on that, he has a good shot at winning.
Alrighty, guys, here we go, getting ready for the race. 46 laps here at New Hampshire. I'm on the outside, don't want to be on the outside.
42.
Got some pandemonium happening behind with the 77 going wide, but I need to stay focused on what's going on in front of me. I got Dale Jr. on my inside, now he's no longer there.
You're clear. 3 wide. Hold that line.
Dale Jr., where? What line was that?
Still there. We draw back a spot. Let's push it.
Anybody else see that?
96.
That man came
Second and a half ahead.
on the apron. He did not want to be like underneath me for too long. Got it. Loud and clear, Dale Jr. 42 car losing it a little bit.
Number 42 is passing high.
I think Mark Martin is going to be hurting for a while. I see Jimmy Johnson up here near the front, just behind Jeff Gordon.
Keep coming. We're getting there.
Got Jeff Burton up near the front here.
The 15 car.
They're only Marlin getting loose off the corner. Seeing a lot of guys losing it just a little bit. I think coming off of turn 2 will be the biggest problems all day today.
Dig, buddy. Dig, dig, dig.
Shout out to Nedham, by the way, for hooking me up with this awesome paint scheme. Nedham's has created all the paint schemes that you've seen, from the throwback scheme we did back last season to the MB&A scheme that had dominated most of the races over the last couple seasons. Now we got this new NBC scheme. Nedham's really good guy, great painter.
Into the top 5. Clear on both sides.
Every single aspect of this car is just goated.
52. You're gaining on
I say as we have a small hardware skip. Very small skip there. Jeff Gordon's getting to put some time on Jeff Burton, Jimmy Johnson, Sterling Marlin, and I. So I'm going to have to actually probably bear down and actually catch up to him at some point.
27.
Car isn't fully there yet. I feel like we are missing something.
Second margin between you and the leader. Swap high.
What is that something that we're missing? I don't know yet.
You got a good run.
All right, it's been a few laps here that have been clicked off. About to come to lap number 9. Jimmy Johnson is blocking Sterling Marlin really hard. But Jeff Burton is slowly beginning to reel in Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon is beginning to walk away from everybody. I set Sterling Marlin up for the dummy. He thought I was going to go low. I went high and completed the pass. Seems like we're still actually in the battle, though. Got Jimmy Johnson on the outside. Going to try my best to outpower him. I don't have the speed.
You got some passes left in there somewhere.
Down into turn 1 and 2. Trying to spook him up the line a little bit. Got him up there.
Lead down.
Okay.
We're clear.
Okay, we're top 3 now, guys. Sitting top 3, trying to get as much as I can off the corners. Gotta reel in Jeff Gordon somehow. He's 3.4 seconds ahead.
Faster than the leader. Let's get up there.
Man, it's set sail. We got somebody who's blown up, though. I don't think I'll know who that is because I won't get there in time.
Your right front tire's wearing down. Try another line or you won't last.
It's Jamie McMurray. I can tell that black and red car.
That speed will get us to the front. Keep it up. 3.5. 3.5 seconds behind the leader.
Okay, now that we know who the mystery DNF was, I can just focus back on what I was doing. So Jamie McMurray qualified really well. For him to blow his motor, that means that they got their gearing wrong, which is why I made the adjustments that I made after qualifying that you guys didn't actually see.
26. 8. Don't let them run away from you. Stay on them.
Again, sorry about that. I'm no stranger to messing up in the recordings. So I'll try my best to make sure that doesn't happen again, but I had to let my dog out. Okay, I'm reeling in Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon, guys. I'm reeling in Jeff Burton. Jeff Gordon, I think, just hit the afterburner a bit. He gained another 0.6 of a second on me, but I did lose time to Jeff Burton. Got 2 Jeffs in front of me. That is insane. It's like the Jeff and Jeff show right now. Got some cars on pit road right now, halfway down on fuel. Just a little too early for my liking. I'd probably come in around 23, 24. The downside to this is that Jeff Gordon is starting to drive away. My car is beginning to fall away because we just don't have that good long run speed. In theory, if I can go to lap 24 and we pit then, I should be able to like mitigate that effect of what I'm feeling now. Yeah, I ran a 26.9. If I ran a 26.9 and my fastest is 26.4, I think we've really got a serious issue with some serious fall off. So I have to be very well aware of tire deltas going through. So these guys that just came off pit road would be much faster than me, Jeff Burton, Jeff Gordon.
Slower than the leaders.
I mean, Jeff was really just checked out. Jeff Gordon, I mean. Oh, Jeff Burton and Ken Trader are side by side. This is actually good for me because that means I can catch up to Burton.
27. 9. The leaders are getting away from you.
Ooh, tires are very worn now.
27. 19. You're off the pace. Did we miss the car setup? We're just 4.5 seconds off the lead. Be patient.
I wanted to dive so badly on Ken Trader, but I thought better of it. Decided not to. He's got better tires. And my car is beginning to walk all over the place.
Take a look at the fuel gauge. 27, 97. Gonna have to step it up to stay in this one.
I'm 5.1 back from Jeff Gordon. I'm actually really trying to drive harder. Because I need to close this gap as much as possible. And now that he's in traffic, this is a perfect time for me to try, knowing full well we got to pit soon. Oh, slid right up in front of Jeff Burton. Ooh, that was a close one. I'm sorry I can't do the whole changing cameras thing. But that one was close. Okay, I got Jeff Burton.
Take care of that car. We just lost a spot. We're third.
Okay, bringing down pit road. 4 tires and fuel. This will be a perfect number for us to get to the end of the race. Golly, car fell off a cliff there. 4 tires, guys. No mistakes. Car is pretty clean so far. Got a little wrinkle there on the hood. Shouldn't be too bad.
Come high. Careful. Number 6 is outside.
I don't know where Steven is running. But hey, buddy. Why are you blocking?
Number 172. It's up high. Clear.
He was blocking me down the track. All right, guess we'll work with Steven for a second.
53, 97. He's working with you, so give him some room.
I love how I'm the first car 1 lap down. The problem is I'm now being held up by my teammate.
Got one eye.
Oh, had to pedal it there. Okay, I got Jeff Burton. I'm officially back on the lead lap. Jeff Burton got up into Jimmy Johnson. Jeff Gordon should be coming off pit road somewhere soon. Right here. Okay. We got the undercut on Gordon. So provisionally, once this all cycles out, we will be the leader of the race. That's what I want. I want to be the lead. I want to lead a lap to mitigate what he has done, because Jeff Gordon has put on a clinic so far. And if I can mitigate his advantage, I think that would be good. And considering I had to wait till really late in the race to even lead a lap, that just goes to show you guys that this mod tool has elevated all AI, because Gordon checked out. He was gone.
That's as quick as you've been all day. Clear on both sides. Easy now.
Came down to pit strategy on that one. Yeah, we're doing good. So I'm going to lead my first laps here. So I think the leader's on pit road.
Best lap of the day.
Yep, leader pitted. I'm now the new leader, and I have a lead over Jeff Gordon, who originally just was putting on a can of, forgive me guys, he was putting on a can of whoop ass on all of us. Like, we were actually getting whipped by this man. So the pit strategy call to come down on lap 25 helped, because he came down on lap 27. And although Steven got in my way a little bit there, it's okay, Steven, you're my teammate. It does feel pretty good to know that I didn't get held up too much, and that means that my crew also did their job. I did my job getting off pit road. I think, honestly, we're looking really good as long as Ken Schrader doesn't decide to run into my bumper.
Using up those tires.
Ooh, Ken Schrader.
685. Keep running that line. That lap was fast.
I'm like 1.5 ahead of Jeff Gordon, and considering his long run speed over mine, I need more time. I'm taking it easy on the tires, guys. Did I run a 26.0? And if I would have qualified with that, I would have been on the pole, I think. Maybe you can set a new track record.
26.62. Good lap.
Okay, we've legged out a lead on Jeff Gordon to 2 seconds now. We're now getting into lap traffic, and as we just saw with Ken Schrader, apparently they're going to block and or run into me. So this is going to be a typical New Hampshire race, isn't it? Is that Travis Quapple blocking?
27.9. Great lap, great lap. Car outside.
Trying to figure out who the 98 is. It's Todd Bodine.
Still beside.
Thanks for moving over, Bodine. I appreciate you.
All clear, buddy.
10 laps to go to the end of the race, but I don't think we're going to hold out for longer. Jeff Gordon is beginning to slowly reel me back in. It might not look like it, but he's back there. Bro, Jeff Gordon just drove Todd Bodine up the track. And while he did it, he gained 2/10 of a second. Holy crap. Man is pushing people out the way and still gaining time. I am losing time. This is not fun. At this rate, he's going to catch me. And my car is beginning to fall off a cliff. I'm nervous because we've got a few laps to go. I've got lap traffic in front of me who are willing to block.
Car inside.
If I make a bad decision, Jeff Gordon's going to close this gap a lot faster.
Clear all around.
He's already closing. Like his little proximity dot is getting bigger.
It's up high. 27.9. You're flying out there, buddy. Good job.
Brother, are y'all getting paid by Hendrick to hold me up?
Okay, we're clear. Number 130.
Come on, man. Okay. Got into Scott Riggs. I'm okay, though.
Rear's getting worn. Take it easy out there. You're clear.
I just put 2 more cars between me and Jeff Gordon. It's literally a race of how many cars can I put between me and Jeff Gordon? And I see Mark Martin has made his way into the top 5, which is very scary. I think Ward Burton will cut me some slack here, and so will the 41. I guess Ward will not cut me any slack. He's going to block me. He's going to keep blocking me.
27.12. You're looking great from where I'm sitting.
Gosh, move.
The left rear's getting worn.
My tires are finally giving up. Oh, come on, Zero. What was that?
Zero car is still there. Take it easy. Number 0 is coming up quick. Hold your line. He's still there.
My car is falling off. It's beginning to fall off now.
27.76. Awesome job so far, buddy.
Oh, he's there. He's on Ward Burton now. Oh, Ward's blocking. Ward's blocking Jeff Gordon. Gordon got into him. Oh. This actually proves exactly how much Jeff Gordon knows he can win this race.
Keep it up, buddy. Just 2 laps left.
2 to go. I need to stop looking in my rearview mirror. I need to just stop looking in my rearview. My tires are very worn. I need to just stop looking in my rearview. Car's tightening.
27.82. Come on.
He's close. He's close. Oh, I can feel he's close. Oh, he's behind me. He's behind me. Come on, get off the corner. Good. Come on. Come on. Down into 4. Down into 3 and 4. I think I got it. Oh my gosh. I think we got it. Oh. Oh my gosh, he got there. Oh my gosh. Steven finishes 5th. Oh my goodness.
What an exciting finish.
Wow, you know, you're right. That was an incredible finish to an even more incredible race. This NASCAR Winston Cup Series is so exciting to watch.
The NBC car doesn't look any different than when he started this race.
You know, these NASCAR Winston Cup race teams absolutely love drivers who take care of their cars. Makes their jobs a whole lot easier when they aren't having to spend extra hours in the body shop each week.
Well, that's not a good way to start out with my sponsors. New sponsors on the car, and one of them, I didn't hit their expectation already. That's not a good sign. But the better sign is that we won by 0.2 of a second over Jeff Gordon. Okay. There's only apparently 3 lead changes, and Kurt Busch also led a lap. But you know who I like to see up in the top 5? My boy Steven. Steven wound up finishing 5th. So you know what? Because he held me up a little bit there, I'll let that go. And did you guys also see down at the bottom of the top 10 on this first page? Look who also showed up in the top 10. It's my boy Joe Agee as well. So all 3 Neco Darius racing cars showed up really well here in New Hampshire. So that really makes me extraordinarily happy to see that their programs are beginning to finally start to germinate a little bit, and they're beginning to become a little bit more prevalent in the top 10. So with Steven also scoring that 5th place finish, he did score some points for the manufacturers championship as well as I did, but so did Chevy, Ford, and yeah, so did Chevy and Ford. Dodge did not though. But outside of all that, let's go ahead and run down this line real quick. So I finished first, Jeff Gordon second, Jeff Burton, Mark Martin, Steven, Kurt Busch, Joe Nemechek, Sterling Marlin, and then of course Matt Kenseth rounding out your top 10. In terms of the lead changes, actually 4 drivers led laps. That was me, Jeff Gordon, who led the most laps and is going to get the bonuses, Kurt Busch, as well as Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson did apparently lead a lap, so that helps his climb in the championship. A little bit further down the line, Tony Stewart finishes 11th, Jimmy Johnson finishes 12th, Ricky Craven, Jeremy Mayfield, and Elliott Sadler round out to top 15. Kevin Harvick, Michael Waltrip, John Andretti, Dale Jr., and Dale Jarrett are the top 20. It is not that bad for some of these guys to be where they finished. Ward Burton put up a heck of a fight, by the way. I think if it wasn't for him fighting me and Jeff Gordon equally, I think Jeff Gordon would have actually gotten me a little bit sooner. So I'm kind of happy that he did that. Jamie McMurray fell out the race very early after 10 laps. And of course, we see a couple of guys who, just didn't do so well. I was able to lap Jeff Green, which was very interesting. But we're going to go ahead and head on to the, shop, get ready for the next race, because things are beginning to heat up as things also continue to unravel. All right, so we landed back at our race shop, and we've got 7 more races to go before we head off to the chase for the cup. Taking a look back at the current point standings, I have legged out a bigger lead over Mark Martin, 290 points. Rusty Wallace is 3rd. Jeff Gordon, Kurt Busch, Jeff Burton, Matt Kenseth, Jimmy Johnson, John Andretti, and Tony Stewart round out your top 10. Sterling Marlin is 11th in the standings, and things are kind of getting spread out. So I think it will actually be up to Tony Stewart, and they're all really just kind of fighting on the bubble of the 10th place spot. There's a couple of drivers there that are in danger of potentially losing or missing out. Jimmy Johnson's 110 ahead of Tony Stewart, or Sterling Marlin, so 110 points ahead to remain in 8th place. I don't foresee that bubble shifting too much, but it will be interesting to kind of see who makes it in. John Andretti's been in the top 10 for most of the season, so I'm pretty sure he's hoping that he stays up there. Tony Stewart is floated around the top 10. He's flirted with it. He can almost taste it. Joe Nemechek was in the top 10 for a large majority of the season at the very beginning. In the first quarter, he has fallen outside of the top 10, as you guys know, and he is just about to fall outside the top 15 if Ryan Newman puts together another good race and passes him. So that's going to be very interesting. Also, what isn't really noticed is that the bubble is actually kind of small between Sterling Marlin to Ryan Newman. That's 100 points between those guys, and it's 210 back to Michael Waltrip. So 100 points. If Ryan Newman somehow wins a race and or finishes well enough to, you know, usurp the guys in front of him, we could see Ryan Newman like maybe sneaking his way into the 11th place bubble just behind Tony Stewart. This could all change. The top 15, like from 10th or like to 9th. Actually, you know what? It's actually 95 points to Jimmy Johnson and Tony Stewart. It's like 95. There's a big bubble there, and there's a lot of guys in danger. And you know where we're going next after this? We're going to Talladega Infield. So get ready to get your party hats on, guys. Alabama is going to be fun for the Dixieland 500. I'm not going to bore you guys with the team management stuff. I just want to go ahead and give you guys the update on the standings. If there's anything that happens in team management, I'll let you guys know going forward. But as it stands right now, we don't have anything that we can actually do. We're already max capacity on all that. So no big deal. No big worries. You guys aren't missing anything at this point. I'll let you guys know. If you liked today's video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you guys for the Talladega Infield. Something I've never raced at before. So hopefully you guys are excited for it. I sure am. This is Neko Darius signing out. Be easy, everybody.